Alright, what's going on guys, it's Jeff, and thank you so much for 2 million subscribers. This milestone video is going to be a little bit different from the 1 million subscriber milestone video. That video was kind of more of a, like a montage kind of thing, with years and years worth of videos just, you know, compiled together and stuff. So that video was just, you know, much easier for me to make at that time because I just had so much stuff to choose from. But now we are at 2 million subscribers, and since we got here in a very short amount of time in comparison, I would have had to choose a year's worth of videos to try to make something out of it, and it would not be anything special in comparison. I know I said that a lot of times in my last videos, but I saw some comments and stuff saying things like, oh no, he's probably got like a big surprise for us and everything, and it's just like, no, not really. And listen, this isn't something like, I don't care. Like, this is a very big deal. Like, this is huge for me. This is huge for us. This is just huge in general. I'm sure you guys have already heard, you know, my whole life story and stories that you probably didn't even need to hear, but a lot of this stuff is probably going to be things that you've heard before, but just talking about it just makes me realize like how far we have come as a community, as a group of people, as a channel, just everything. Looking back at some of my first videos is just, it's so weird to think like this is what I used to do. This is what I thought at that time was, you know, the best thing to do. And the weird thing about that is when I look back on this video, if and when I hit 3 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil and beyond, when I look back on this video, I'm probably gonna be thinking like, wow, this is really what I thought was like a good video. This is really what people enjoyed at the time of me, you know, uploading. This is what people wanted. That's how I feel whenever I look back onto all the old rage tages and stuff with all of my current friends and myself, just, you know, just sitting there playing Call of Duty and just screaming at the dumbest things. That's what people really enjoyed, you know, at the time. And if I still made that to this day, I feel like maybe people would still enjoy that. It's just so weird to see like how the content has changed and grown and just everything. I used to have a really bad camera. I used to have a really bad vlogging camera. I used to just have really bad things in general. Like, I used to have videos where I thought it was fine that the camera was all flushed out, everything looked like really weird. And I mean, even the lighting in here is like pretty fucking bad. But see, watch this, hold on, wait. Look how bright it is! Here we go, we'll go over here. Okay, here we go. My whole journey started, you know, well over 5 years ago. Back on this channel, my first video was about 4 years ago. It's coming up on 5 years, but I'd upload videos before that, and just like looking at all of my first content that I made, I was like, I had the score in the titles, like people actually cared about like, you know, what my score was in that gameplay. When I talked about something completely unrelated to it, I made previews and like trailers for like rage tashes and stuff. God, it's so weird, man. I made videos asking people to like invite me and play with me and stuff. Now I don't even need to ask. I just have like hundreds of people that'll just join my session whenever. I don't even know them. I didn't ask for anything and they just join. I made live rage sessions, and video game raging videos were like the big thing at that point. I remember when I first joined FaZe, there was like a whole mess of people that started doing like this whole rage content and putting rage in the title in capital letters and all that stuff. It's so weird how everything has changed. And now it went from all of these things where it's like, it has all of these brackets, live rage session, MW2, I hate MW2, talking about the supposed Black Ops 2 perks and stuff, just talking about like weird things like that and putting them in the title. Shit, even uploading 3 Minecraft videos. I made funnies and fails video. I even have Battlefield clips in that thing. There was just so much more detail in the titles now, and now everybody's just saying things like, you know, I can't believe it, so-and-so exposed. Videos with titles that back then would get nothing. They would get no views, no one would click on them. Like, for example, I have a video here, Teacher Rant, Black Ops 42-7 domination. People actually cared about that score, okay? It's still funny. Today, I would have named the video something along the lines of like, pineapples, or I can't believe it. Titles back then were so specific, and just to see how everything has just changed is just like, it's so cool to actually see it, honestly. Looking back on all of it, I even uploaded the Tony Hawk American Wasteland gameplay. Back then, everything was, I don't know. Somehow, I know people would say back in the day, everything was more simple. Everything was more true, everything was more real, everything was not fake or clickbaity or anything like that. I would say with my experience with YouTube, with my subscribers, with everything, it's actually gotten more and more simple. It hasn't gotten more complicated. Money hasn't made things more difficult for me. More money didn't equal more problems, like a lot of people said. More views doesn't change like who a person is and just everything. Obviously, I'm just speaking from, you know, my point of view, but of all the people that I've known before, that I know to this day, that I've known for years, watching them go from something as small as, you know, what I was, nothing, to these amazing heights, it's just so inspiring. And these certain people don't act any differently towards me. They haven't changed in my eyes. If they changed in any way, it's for the better. Back then, being desperate for like any amount of traction, any amount of views, putting like the new Skyrim Dawnguard DLC gameplay. I was so happy that I got 13,000 views, and now the channel gets 13,000 views within, you know, it's just crazy just looking back on everything. It had old series, challenge accepted, to the point where people were actually like asking for me to do that to this day. Stories with my job, my old introducings and stuff, re-uploading just random things, 50-second clips, uploading Halo, Minitage, is just so much stuff back then. And then one day I picked up a camera. One day I decided to stand in front of this camera with an awful haircut. Just, I don't know what this beard is. I just came home from work, just all greasy, ugly, smelly, just complaining and talking and making all these ridiculous jokes and assumptions about like how certain things are overpowered and talking shit about certain things in Call of Duty. Talking shit to Vonderhaar. Even to this day, Vonderhaar still doesn't even follow me. I don't even know if he knows I exist, and if he does, he probably doesn't have a very good idea of me. After picking up that camera, and then like Call of Duty Ghost came out, started getting tweets from FaZe members. Apex, I remember especially, told me to keep going. Then within the next year or two, I ended up joining. There's nobody else in the team that was like me. Like everybody in the community kind of did, you know, the same things. And at that time, what I did was original. People saw that it was getting traction, it was getting views, and everybody else started doing it. And there was this whole change in the community, which was just amazing to watch. 3 years ago, I uploaded a 2,000 subscriber montage. 3 years ago, uploading the Impossible game, another game that basically just went hugely viral for me, like especially at that time. 1.2 million views is just ridiculous. On the first part of the Impossible game, all of the other parts have well over, you know, 500,000 views. Uploading other Rage games like Unfair Mario, Cat Mario. The first time I got recognized in real life was like a huge deal to me. And now at this point, it's kind of become the norm. It's happened so often that I'm still not even used to it. Every time I go to Burger King, I have somebody inside saying hi to me. Every time I go to a store to just go food shopping or just pick up something quickly, somebody says hi to me, they want to take a picture. The fan art, the countless amount of fan art that I've received throughout the years, fan art was one of my favorite things that I have ever, you know, I've always wanted. Fan art is something that I have always thought was like one of the coolest things in the world, to see yourself portrayed in so many different ways and have the people actually spend the time to create something specifically for you. It's so, I don't know, it strikes a chord with me. 2 years ago, 19,000 subscriber Q&A. 2 years ago, that's it. And now we're at 2 million subscribers. I'm basically just saying that I'm a normal guy. If I were able to do this, so can you. And it's not even so much as doing this kind of thing. It's anything. I've never wanted to be anything in my life other than this. There were times when I was a little kid and I had, you know, the dreams about being an astronaut or a firefighter or something like that. But as I grew older, I, you know, quickly realized what came with those kinds of dreams, which I was not willing to do. I'm a coward. And although I'm a little ashamed, you know, to be able to say that so comfortably with myself, is just, you know, being real with myself. Video games for me are, that's my life. Like, they are my life. Like, there is nothing else in the world that I've felt more passionate about. In my 22 years of existence playing video games for 2 decades, this wasn't just like a casual thing for me. It was what I did. This is what I do. There's nothing else that I enjoy more than just playing a video game. Sitting down, being able to connect with people across the world at random, meeting people, making the best friends that I have ever had. My closest friends in the world don't even live near me. I have met some of the greatest people I have ever known in my life because of video games, because of the internet, because we were able to relate to things, we were able to connect. Video games are just what I am. And I know that could sound cringy, I know that can sound weird, but there's nothing else that I could sit here and try to pretend to tell you guys. That's truly how I feel. I have never related to anything more than this. And to be able to be allowed to do it as a job, I call it a job loosely. It's honestly one of the most amazing things I could ever experience in my life. Years and years down the road, when I'm, you know, I'm 50, 60 years old and retired in my 70s or 80s, however it is that I got to that point, I will always look back on these points in my life and all of these years that I've been doing YouTube in my life and realize that these were my greatest moments. These are my purpose. After this, I'm not really sure what I'll do. I'll just, you know, go on, live a normal life. As soon as I made enough money to be able to pay my bills just from making my videos, these stupid little videos on the internet, I quit that job. This is literally the only thing I want to do. Like, this is all I am. Without you guys, without YouTube, without video games, I am nothing. At least I feel that way. I know that sounds kind of dark, but I truly feel like this is everything that I am. And I realize I've been babbling on and on and on. I just wanted to thank you guys for just everything you've ever done for me. I want to thank you guys for changing my life. I want to thank you guys for making my life, not only my life, but my family's life. The money that I'm able to donate to charities and stuff, I mean, I don't really mention it that much, but the money that I'm able to donate to charities and things, we're changing lives by simply making videos talking about ass and making stupid stupid ass jokes. And this isn't even just on me. Past all of the drama, past all of the shit that goes down on YouTube, every single YouTuber in the world has helped create what YouTube is. Created this massive platform to entertain millions upon millions of people. It's a platform where little people that are nobody, people that have little supposed pipe dreams are able to make such a large impact on things. And I just can't thank you guys enough. It's not possible without you guys. It's not possible without every single YouTuber, every single viewer, every single person that visits this website. Just thank you so much for making YouTube and my channel what it is. I know we hit, 2 million subscribers. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Not gonna do it this time. The last time that I cried, like, a lot of people, were, I don't know. Some people cringed at it. Some people felt it was genuine. I'm gonna try not to make a scene at the end of this. And just thank you guys so much. I'm thankful for you guys for allowing me to do this for as many years as possible. I'm going to continue doing this as long as I'm able to, support having a roof over my head, able to pay for the internet, able to pay for the games that come out that I make the videos on. As long as I'm able to put food in my stomach, this is what I will do. This is all I can do. This is my dream. This is all that I am. So again, just thank you guys so much for changing my life. Thank you for allowing me to have the power to change other people's lives. Something as small as viewing a video, clicking like, commenting has a much bigger impact than a lot of people realize. YouTube is ever changing. YouTube is going through a huge change right now. It has been for the past, few months. With how everybody's titling their videos, the channels that are blowing up and the biggest channels in the world are booming now more than they ever were before. Everybody's thumbnails look different than what they looked like years ago. It's just amazing. It's just an ever-evolving website, an ever-evolving community. I know us as human beings like to segregate ourselves. Everybody likes to take sides and everything, but at the end of the whole thing, we're all on the same website. We're all doing the same thing. We're all supporting our favorite creators. And that in itself brings us closer together. We can all relate to supporting somebody whose content they enjoy. So I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta edit this. This is probably gonna go up late and everybody's gonna be mad at me, but just thank you guys so much again for changing my life, changing the people's lives around me, changing so many other YouTubers' lives. Just thank you guys. It really does mean the world. You guys have changed everything for me and I am forever in your debt. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. It helps out a ton. I'm not so sure this video will get, 200,000 likes like the 1 million subscriber video did. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Regardless, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, whatever you feel it deserves. It really does do so much more than people think. I love you guys, and yeah, it's been Jeff, guys. Later.